Hello everybody. In this video, you will observe the techniques of painting a simple still life in acrylic paint medium. To start with, choose simple objects to draw and set it up under a bright source of light. The other material required for this exercise are a canvas cloth secured onto a drawing pad using masking tape, a set of good quality acrylic paints, brushes of appropriate size, a pencil, a rag, and a mug of water. Draw the still life on the canvas after choosing the orientation in which you would like your painting to be. We shall start with painting the background first. Take a good look at the setup and choose the colors required to create the background color. In this case, I choose Prussian blue, yellow ochre, and white. I dip my brush in water to moisten it. Take a little bit of each color and wait to see if I get the right shade of the color. It will be a good idea to mix in enough paint which you required for the entire background. As you paint closer to the objects, make sure that you don't get into the area of the objects and take your brush gently around it. I now choose colors for my foreground. I chose to make it a shade of grey, bluish grey. So I use Prussian blue, white, and a little bit of burnt sienna to dull the white. Washing your brush after every use and wiping it with your rag will ensure that your brush stays in good condition always. I now start painting the larger object. Here I start with painting the basic colors of the object. I chose Prussian blue and burnt sienna to get the dark shade of grey. Make sure your brush is moist enough to fill in all the gaps in the canvas. Now take a good look at the second object, the color being red, crimson red. I apply an undercoat of this color. I'm using the darker tone of red, which is crimson with a little bit of Prussian blue to create the depth in the bottle. As you do this, please notice the objects very closely, be it a photograph of the objects or the objects itself. Add in the depth. So from the mid-tone, I have progressed to adding in the depth. I'm now adding in the highlights of the steel flask. This is a white mixed with the existing shade that I had already mixed, which is burnt sienna, Prussian blue, and white. So this is again not exactly the complete highlight, but a mid-tone before adding the absolute highlight. I slowly start lightening the colors, and you can see the highlight appearing. There is a tone of blue in this, so I'm adding in a little bit of blue here and there. Now the steel bottle reflects a lot of colors, whatever is there in the surrounding. So you will notice that it may even reflect objects close to it. I'm trying to add in all those shades of grey, which is the same shade of the basic coat of the flask, along with white in different proportions. Now I add in the shadow of the bottle. You may notice that the shadow also has a tinge of red, which looks very beautiful. So don't forget to capture that in your painting. And now move on to the most exciting part of any painting, which is the highlights. As opposed to watercolors, here the sequence of applying paint is different. You may have noticed it's from dark to light. So the painting ends with highlights, and that's the part which adds the drama to the painting. See, you can see that the white on the flask, that extreme highlight, makes it shine. While adding the highlights, it's very important to notice that you can use different sizes of brushes for this. There could be spots of white, there could be a splash of white, there could be a line of white. So it depends on the texture of the object that you're painting. I'm now adding on the depth which I feel will bring out the texture of the object and add to the depth of the painting. You may notice that as I add the highlights, I tend to smudge the highlights using my finger, which gives it a very soft texture and allows it to blend with the background and adds to the effect of the glue. Using a thin brush and adding on to the depth just here and there creates a lot of magic in the painting. That's just a little tip for you. I have added a dark shade of burnt sienna in the area between the foreground and the background to give it a sense of depth. That's the final painting, and I truly hope I've inspired you enough to try your hand at acrylic painting. Happy painting! Bye.